Shalom. This is your brother Tazawakal from Jeremy's Journey with a new lesson. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and the highest honor unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakundash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles who bring wisdom, taught us the truth. Peace and blessings, salutations to the elect out there who spread this truth with sincerity and also charity because of four winds. So back with another lesson. Already said, I redo the lesson. I did the lesson, but by accident, it got deleted because my storage was full because of the other video. So I have to clear some space so that the videos will be uploaded. And then by accident, I deleted the wrong video. So the Spirit was calling me to go into it again. And the video was circling around the book of Luke, chapter 21 and verse 28. Okay? Because we're going to read the scripture in a second. And how this video came together is by seeing the things that are going on in the world, man. You know? I just saw a video from the brother JMS Watchman, and he just showed a video of the UN director, the NATO director, Salakia. UN or NATO director, one of these two. And he said like a famine and hell is going to come upon the earth in 2023, man. He said 2023 is going to be hell. So that's the time that we're in. But even though all these things going on, you might have the spirit of heaviness upon you. You might have the spirit of doubt upon you. You know, might have the spirit of, hey, I don't know what to do, man. The slothfulness. You're just in the downward spiral right now. But actually, the spirit that you should be in speaks about it in Luke chapter 21 and verse 28. Okay, we're gonna jump up then again, but the point is verse 28. Luke 21 and 28. When these things begin to come to pass, prophecy said, we're speaking before that we're gonna read after the verse. Okay, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh. When I go in the word redemption, it goes to deliverance, salvation. So our salvation is coming closer and closer by the day, so we should be in the spirit of rejoicing. We should be in the spirit of happiness. Okay? And I don't mean that we should go out to party and be, you know, all in this house of mirth. No. But we should be spiritually in our spirit, in our spirit we should be in uplifted mindset, man. Okay, we should be in an uplifted spirit because we see that this downfall of this kingdom is drawing closer by the day, man. So that's what we should do. We should be rejoicing in gladness concerning the spiritual aspect of the things. You know, because in the carnal aspect, if it would be, you know, cling to the world, like I did a video yesterday. If you would cling to the world, because this video actually I did 3 or 4 days ago, but I forgot to upload it. Then I uploaded the 3 videos back to back, and then it wasn't looking that good, man. But nevertheless, so if you would look at the world as a carnal aspect, you want these prophecies to stop. You don't want hell to come upon this earth because you lack faith. Okay, if you're off this world, you would wish that these prophecies would stop right now, and everything would go back to the age of so-called peace, where everything was cool, calm, collective. You know, that's what you wish. But for us, the men of the Lord, you know, the men that push the truth, and I read some of the number, we desire that things gonna intensify, man. That things gonna be even worse soon. That this goes worse and worse and worse, day by day, step by step, man. That's what we want, because the downfall of this kingdom equals the coming of our kingdom. Okay, it goes hand in hand. So now, it says again, Luke 21 and 28. And when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads. See, for your redemption draweth nigh. First off, our redemption gonna come from heaven. Okay, through the Lord Yahushua. He's gonna come back with the innumerable amount of chariots, you know, with the thousands of heaven, to deliver his elect from the coming destruction. And we should be, but also we should be in an uplifted spirit, man. We shouldn't be our head hanging. Our head should be up, and not out of pride, but out of confidence in the Lord, because we know our redemption, our salvation is closer than ever before. Okay, that's the spirit that we should be in right now. And this also equals pushing out these videos. This also equals being the spirit this also equals to fight harder, because the time's gonna get harder, man. Don't you think the closer we come to the end, the harder the demon's gonna come upon us? Don't you think the more we grind, the demon's gonna be harder on you? Of course they're gonna do. They're gonna be harder. But you have to fight through them all. You have to fight through them all. Because if you don't do that, you're gonna be put more and more down, and you're gonna end up being destroyed. So now, because it's said in the scripture, and when these things begin to come to pass, let's jump up to verse 25. And there shall be signs in the sun and the moon, and in the stars, and upon the earth, dark distress of nations and perplexity. Okay? And when you go into a perplexity, which we're going to do right now, back for 1 second. Perplex. It says, filled with certainty. Okay, so you'll be filled with uncertainty, so you don't know. So you're perplexed. You're in worries. Okay? Puzzled. Involved, confused. It comes from Latin perplexus. Involved. Confused. Intricate. Okay? And that's what it is, man. So these people are really filled with uncertainty. They don't know what to come. And let's go on the word certain, because honest not. And let's look up the word certain. It says determined or fixed. It says, or from Old French, certain, reliable, sure, assured. So they're not sure anymore. They are not sure what's to come anymore. This is why they're perplexed. They can't rely on anything anymore. They can't rely on the government anymore. They can't rely on this world anymore. So they are in distress. Like I said, in distress and perplexity. And when you go with distress right here, it says what? Circumstance that cause anxiety or hardship. And this is what the word's about to enter into. I already said it's already into, but it's really going to unleash its full wrath soon. Okay? That's what it is, man. It says restrained affliction, from the Latin districta. Narrowness, distress. Yeah, difficulty. You know, because of the difficulty, because of the circumstance, because difficult circumstances that are around them, they have hardship and anxiety. And this is what the world is in right now. They are in hardship and anxiety. People are fearing for their livelihood, man. With the rising prices in food, because the prices are not rising of unnecessary things like, we say, trips, right? The flights are increasing. They're increasing also. But the main thing they are increasing right now is what? The food, the rents, the electricity, the gas, you know? The gas, the benzene or the gasoline for the car. All these things are necessary things for the society to run. Okay? Of course, the flight price also, but I'm talking about on the smaller scale for the average person. They need what? They need gas to go to their job. They need gas to pick up their children. They need gas to go grocery shopping, right? Okay. And the buses need to have gas to pick them up. Okay, so we go on. So then, we need gas to heat our rooms, you know, or the houses. Because either the house is going to be destroyed, full of telepathy of the house. And then, talking about is the molds and stuff, you know. And then on top of that, you need the electricity also for the light, you know. You need electricity for your home office. Certain people work in the home office now, and the whole society runs on electricity now, man. Everything is I have a word for it, but everything's running on electricity. Let me just keep it at that. So that's the state of the world right now. So of course they're going to be in anxiety and in stress. They're in fear, man. This whole world is in fear. But we should be in rejoicing. Why? Because we know this is the end of this kingdom. This is the end of this kingdom. So what we're seeing right now is the destruction and downfall of this kingdom. That's what it is. You know? So we should be rejoicing because, like I said, the downfall of this kingdom equals the coming of our kingdom. The establishment of our kingdom. Because right now, the kingdom is prepared already. Because the kingdom is within us. Because like it was in the ancient days, like it says in the book of Maccabees, first Maccabees, the Heavenly Father chose the people for the place, but the place for the people. Okay, but matter of fact, let me look that up. Oh no, Salaki. The second Maccabees chapter 5 verse 19. It says, nevertheless, the Most High did not choose the people for the place's sake. See? So Heavenly Father didn't choose us for the place of Israel because it was worried so much for the land of Israel. So he set us in there. No, but the place for the people's sake. Okay? And that's what it is. He chose the place for us. Okay? He chose the place for us. So he chose the place, put the Canaanites first in there. The plan was they're going to be kicked out by us. That then establishes power and shows us that, that he is the true power from Egypt all the way to the land of Canaan. So, okay, cool cat. I already said the land of Israel, let me say it like that. And the place was chosen for the people's sake. So right now it's the same thing. So what does it mean? We are people before a place. So the same thing is right now for the kingdom to come. We have to first be the nation of Israel, the government of Israel has to be established before the place is going to be there. Because a place without people means nothing. Okay? A place without people means nothing. So that's why we are built up right now as a government. Because first and foremost, the government of Israel has to be established. That what? That we can build up the kingdom. Okay? Because a kingdom without government is destroyed. It's destined for destruction. A kingdom without government is destined for destruction. And that's what you see in all movies. If you have a filthy king, a weak king, the kingdom is destined for destruction. And this is what I saw in the anime that I watched about the Chinese Empire and how it got built and stuff like that. Where it was in this, I think, 7 regions. The 7 regions, I only base it on the information on the anime. So, of course, it can be also flawed, but just give you an example. The 7 regions, and there was a certain kingdom where the king just died, the oldest son. So the prince, the younger brother should come in place. They said this man is not fit to rule. They assassinated his ass. Why? Because he was not fit to rule. He is not fit to rule his kingdom. So that's why I was like, we're going to destroy him. We have to kill him. That the son of the king can be the next ruler. And that's what they did. And that's what they did. So right now it's the same thing with us. We have to first be the government. The government has to be established first, that the kingdom might stand, man. Because, if we have a kingdom, we want it to last forever and ever. Like it says in Daniel the 7th chapter and the 18th verse. It says, the saints of the Most High, so the elect, shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever. Because the elect going to take the kingdom. Yahushua going to come and going to change the elect, and they're going to take the kingdom by the order of Yahweh Baal Shem Yahushua. That's the future of this world. That's the future of this kingdom. That's what it is, man. That's what it is, man. So we should be in the spirit of rejoicing because we see these things come to pass. We shouldn't be in the woe is me spirit, like it says in the book of 2nd Ezra. Let me pull that. Because you have to understand that Ezra saw the prophecy of the destruction of America. Literally, he saw that. Okay, he saw the destruction like a hologram of the destruction, kind of like in front of him. So he visualized the destruction. Heavenly Father gave him the vision of the destruction. Okay, so now you could be in the same spirit as Ezra because you understand what is going on. You see the prophecy happen in front of your eyes. Heavenly Father might not give you a vivid vision, but you see the prophecy happen. Race wars, or not the race wars, but Race war, like, there are going to be certain groups. They're not going to be this big ass race war where either all the Edomites on one side and all the Israelites on the other sides. No, but they're going to be certain groups. Like, you see, they're going to see the KKK go against, for example, the Black Panthers or something. You're going to see things like that. Okay, but they're going to be civil unrest. They're going to be civil war. That's going to be the future of this kingdom. The death and destruction in the morning, famine, gruesome death, mass death, corpse upon corpse upon corpse. So when you see this, you're going to be like, oh shit, your head's going to might come down. Why? Because you think about what? Your family, your loved ones, your life that you have in this world. But this is why the scriptures say, he that loses his life for Yahushua's sake, for shall find it. And he that findeth his life shall lose it. What this means is, if you come to this truth, you're going to lose the old life. But if you lose that old life, you're going to, you find life. Because you with Yahushua now. And you really live it. You are really alive now. Before that, you was just a zombie walking. With glass on, with a false reality glances on your head, man. With a false reality glass on your head. And Heavenly Father took them away and gave you glasses to see this truth. Now you see everything, you filter everything, you see everything through this truth. So that's what it is, man. That's what it is. So it says here, 2 16 to 17, woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? Let's just stop up one verse. It says, like as an arrow which is shot as a mighty archer returneth from backward, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon the earth shall not return again. Exactly. So these plagues that Heavenly Father sending, which the number one plague is what? Or the plague that it's speaking about is the ICBM missiles. The fire that Heavenly Father is going to rain from heaven. And this won't turn back. As a mighty archer bends his bow and shoots his arrow, so the missiles, and it's not turned back, so the missiles won't be turned back, because they're going to missile silo and be bent and be shot from one country to another to bring mass destruction and death. Okay? And that's the time that we are about to come into. So Ezra saw it and says, woe is me who delivered me in those days. So he wasn't heavy spirit. He was like, shit, man, hey, we're going to deliver us, man. He was, hey, the woe is me spirit came upon him, man. Very doubt came upon him, So, but you have the words of Yahushua, like it says in Luke chapter 21 and verse 28. When you see these things come to pass, when you see these things to begin to come to pass, what you should do? Lift up your heads and look up, because redemption draweth nigh. Because the closer you come to destruction, the closer the salvation of the elect are going to be. Okay? So it says, verse 18, the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death. So Ezra saw all that. The beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear. Yeah, these rulers are going to stand in fear. The beginning of evils, what shall I do when these evils shall come? What's the answer? You should trust in the Lord. Have faith in the Lord. Because the word faith goes back to fidere, which means to trust. Okay? And that's what it is. So we have to be standing strong in the faith, because you see this world is about to end, man. Because demons going to come upon you. The comfort of the world going to pull you down, Hey, yeah, man, think about your family. What you going to do with your family, man? What you going to do? Your wife and your children, What you going to do for yourself? What about yourself? How are you going to take care of yourself? There won't be food. There won't be any water. These demons going to come? But you and the Spirit have to overcome them through the prophecies, through the salvation part of the prophecies. Through Yahweh Baal Shem Yahushai, through trust in the word of Yahweh Baal Shem Yahushai, because he spoke about we're gonna be protected, we're gonna eat, we're gonna drink. Isaiah 65 and 13 going down, Psalms 34 and 7, Psalms 37 chapter. Hey, all these things, man. Revelation 2 and 10, Revelation 3 and 10, Psalms 91. Read these scriptures when you're down. Read the scriptures when you think about, oh shit, what's gonna come? What's gonna happen? Read Psalms 91, man. And do what it says that you're gonna be partaker of the shadow of the Heavenly Father. Dwell in the secret place, man. Okay. So, verse 19, behold, famine, plague, tribulation, anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. Yeah. So all these things that are going on right now are sent as correction, you know, as scourges, as whip, as what is it? Whip striking for correction, man. So as you will correct your son, the Heavenly Father sending these things upon the earth to correct His people. You know, first and foremost. But they're not listening. Verse 20, but for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourge. They don't even understand what is going on. And they don't turn from their wickedness. But like I said, man, even though all these things are going on and you see darkness coming, don't forget, as this darkness is rising, the light is right behind it. You know, because when the night kicks in for Esau and the morning comes, the kingdom is going to be there, man. You know? That's what it is, man. We're waiting for that. We're waiting for the morning of the kingdom. Because first, the darkness is going to come. And then, boom, we're going to rule. That's what it is. And we are about to enter the darkest time, which represents the most evil and cruel time that was ever seen upon this earth. Read Jeremiah 35 going down to 7. Read Daniel chapter 12 verse 1. You know? And it's like for all the noise I didn't say it at the beginning of the video, I think. But I'm on transit, as you probably noticed. But yeah, man. So like if certain things I've messed up with the sound, you know. But hey, try to push this truth in every avenue that we can, man. So let's go back to the book of Luke, chapter 21, verse 25. Okay, and it says what? And there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon, and this is what we have: signs in the sun of the moon, the blood moon, you know, solar eclipses, I think, was it? You have all these things going on, and soon one is to come again. I think it's at the end of this month or later at this year. You know, they predict another solar eclipse, man. So we have the signs in the heavens, man. It says, and upon the stars, it says, and upon the earth, the stress of nations. And just like I went into, you know, the anxiety because of the heart, and the hardship is because the anxiety because of hardship. And that's what it is. And you have that. People are really fearing for their livelihood. You know, it's not everyone, but soon everyone, because things are about to go down. You know, only the people that are in the know, which are the elite of the left-hand side and the elite of the right-hand side, because the elect, you know, the elect men of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, elect people, they are the elite, man, of the right-hand side of the Heavenly Father. Okay, and then you have the elite of Esau, you know, these banking families, and you know their names, man, the Rothschilds, the Oppenheimers, so on and so forth. So that's what it is, man. So it's a battle between the elites, actually. That's what it is, man. It's the same as in what is it? In the States, or like in a championship game, man. The best players. It doesn't matter if they're injured. It doesn't matter if they have to play all ways. In American football, for example, they're gonna play, man. The elite gonna play. You know, and the winner gonna be determined at the end. And we know the outcome already. You know, because the Lord, what I said, we have the victory already through Yahushua. 1 Corinthians 15, verse 58. And then it also speaks about in the book of Revelation, chapter 17 and verse 15 going down. Oh wait, matter of fact, I'm gonna grab it right here. Bear with me 1 second. Revelation chapter 17, and I believe there was 15. Nope, I know it was 1 or 2 verses up. Verse 14, it says, "These shall make war with the Lamb." So Nadu and DU, this current ruling system, going to make war against Yahushua. Okay, and the Lamb shall overcome them. See, so he's going to win. He's going to overcome. He's going to endure them and overcome them. For he is the Lord of lords and King of kings. And they that are with him are called, chosen, and faithful. And that's talking about the elect. Because first you are called into this truth. You know, and if you're chosen, you're going to stay faithful. That's what it is, man. You know? So finishing off Luke chapter 21 and verse 26, man's heart failing them for fear, like I went into, you know, because of what they are afraid of the livelihood. They don't know from left from right anymore. And it's not really hitting everywhere it only hits certain people that are really looking to open their eyes, but it's going to be soon unavoidable anymore. You know, when the shelves in the supermarket going to be empty, when people are going to start killing each other, it's like the killing rate is on the rise in the area that is normally there are no killings. That's the state that we are about to go into, and the people gonna feel because of that, man. The people gonna feel because of that. Okay, let me park my car and then we're gonna close up this lesson because I reached my destination. Just bear with me 1 second. And what I see in front of me, I love Europe, yeah. Soon you're gonna hate Europe. Soon you're gonna hate that your country is in this European Union, man. Soon you're gonna hate to be on this earth, man. Okay, and it says, man's hearts failing them for fear and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth. See, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken. Exactly, man. Because his ruler's gonna be shaken. This current rulership gonna be shaken out of place, man. You know? And this is the time that we are in that's going to just intensify, man. 27. Then shall they be known. Second, then shall they see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory. And you can read about that in 2 Kings 13 chapter. And let's just read Matthew 24, which is going hand in hand with Luke 21. Matthew 24 and 30, it says, and then shall, verse 29, immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened and the moon shall not give a light. This represents that their knowledge and understanding are going to fail. They don't know what to do anymore. Okay, because sun and moon represents knowledge and understanding. And the stars shall fall from heaven. That's talking about Esau. Okay, because these ruling class is going to be falling down from heaven. And the powers of the heavens shall be shaken, yeah. You know? Because as the mist is dropping, which also speaks about the stars, they're going to drop down. Verse 30. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven, and then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn. Why should they mourn? Because they understand that what they was told, that so-called Jesus Christ, which is Yahushua, when he's going to come back, he's going to bring peace, love, unity, that he's actually coming to bring death and destruction. Okay? It says, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with great power, and great glory. What are the clouds of heaven? The vehicles of the Lord, the so-called UFOs, the so-called UAPs, okay? Which they just brought up to confuse the people. You know, the new term UAPs. But they're going to come with a so-called alien invasion, man. Which actually is an alien invasion because a foreign power going to come to conquer this kingdom. In verse 31 is the point. And he shall send out his angels with a great sound of a trumpet. So he's going to send out his angels with the trumpet, you know, with the last trump. He's going to send them out to do what? And they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other. So shouldn't we be rejoicing when we read this and understand what is going on? And that's the thing. When you understand these scriptures, when you understand what is going on in this world, you're going to be rejoicing. And you're going to consider this scripture also to close out Romans 13 and 11. Romans chapter 13 and verse 11. It says, and that knowing the time. Why? Because we measure the times. Like it says in 2 Kings the 9th chapter. Measure the times diligently in itself. So you look at the news and line them up with the prophecies. Like the guy said, hey, 2023 is going to be hell on earth. And I'm going to link the video in the description box. It says, and that knowing the time, that now is high time to wake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believe. Now is our salvation nearer than when we believe, man. Now is the time to be wake up and to stay up. Okay? It's not to go back sleep. We should stay up until the end. And that's what it is, man. So keep your heads up. Be in the spirit of rejoicing and gladness. Don't be in the spirit of mourning and we're so low. Of course, we're still in the house of mourning. We're still in the what is it called? Still in hell. But at the end of this hell, a light is shining and it's getting bigger and bigger by the day. You know. So we should be rejoiced because we see that light. And the light is getting bigger. What does it represent? Our salvation draws nigh. So it's everything I got. I pray and hope this lesson was edifying through the spirit, power, mercy, and grace of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Mekakudash. I'm going to give double honors to the elders and apostles who can taught us this truth. Peace and blessings and salutations to the elect out there who spread this truth in sincerity and our charity because of all wins. And again, all praises, glory, and the highest honor Unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Makakodash. Until the next one. Shalom. Wa ba ba ba.